Hey everyone, I thought I'd show you what I was working on today. I've been doing a little bit of Valentine card making. So to make this card I'm using, let me get it down here, the Stampin' Up Hearts A Flutter stamp pack. Let me move this out of the way. And it looks like this, and it also has a matching framelit set, and that's what I'm using to make this card today. So to get started, let's just get our stamping out of the way. Grab a strip of Whisper White. I'm using a Gumball Green, a Raspberry Ripple, and Pacific Point Stampin' Up colors. And we'll go ahead and pull out some hearts here. And a pennant. So with the Raspberry Ripple, I'm going to stamp this little heart with hearts inside it. Doing it in a strip so it'll be easier to cut out with my framelits. Next one is an outline. You'll notice I got a little bit of a spot in the middle there, so I'm going to stamp it again. There we go. Oops, well I've got this one open. I'm going to grab a little sentiment. It says Be Mine, and this comes from another Stampin' Up set called Outlined Occasions, which looks like this. I'm grabbing the Be Mine down here at the bottom. Stick it on a little block. And I'll stick that in the center. There we go. And with Pacific Point, we'll do our chevron heart. I'm not totally happy with how that stamps, so I'm actually going to stamp that one again too. Oh, dissatisfaction day, one more time, right? Third time is the charm. Let's stamp it again. Ugh. Not sure what the problem is here. I think I'm a little distracted. Our neighbor has a maintenance guy out there and he keeps walking in front of my craft window. And yep, I'm in my pajamas, so I'll just clean this stamp off really good here and we'll try again. There we go, perfect. Okay, that stamp's all wiped off and cleaned. And then we'll grab our solid heart and go ahead and stamp that one. There we go. Sorry, the noise you hear is me cleaning my stamps off really quick. I'm trying to get in that habit so that I don't put away dirty stamps. And then to stamp our pennant, grab another piece of scratch paper here. This one that I used when I made my card. Grab some Gumball Green. Pick this one up. There we go. So we actually need 3 of these. I've already done 2, but I just wanted to kind of show you how I put this together. So I'm going to grab my kettle bag. I have my A plate, B plate. And we'll go ahead and slip our pennant on first here. Bring out my pennant framelit and my heart framelit. So I'm going to line this up, and I like to just use a little piece of washi tape to kind of hold it in place. Could also use a Post-it or just run it through. Sometimes I feel like they move around, so it seems easier just to hold it in place with something that's removable. So So there's our pennant, and I've already cut the other two out, so let me set this one aside for the moment. And I'm going to go ahead and cut out just one heart, just so you can see what it looks like. Although I've already stamped and cut out the other pieces. Line, center it, stick on my little washi tape, and run it through. I just roll it towards me just for ease of pulling it out while I'm on camera, but you can send it all the way through if you want to. And there we go, there's our heart. Now we can set these aside for a second. Actually, you know what, while I've got it here, I'm going to do one more thing. I embossed a white piece on my card, and I'm going to show you how I did that really fast. So I'm actually using a Spellbinders embossing folder. Now these are a lot thicker than the Cuttlebook ones. You can probably see how thick they are on the camera here. And because they're so thick, you can't just send this through between two B plates. At least I have not been successful that way. So what I'm going to do is stick the piece in that I want to emboss, and I'm going to use my A and then my C. I found that I didn't get a tight enough fit when I did the oops, let me line that up a little bit better. When I did the B plates. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, when I did both the B plates, it was too tight of a fit, and then when I tried to do just one B plate, it wasn't tight enough. So with the A and the C, it just works out just perfectly. Let me show you. There we go. Wonderful! Okay, so let's put this card together. So we're starting out with, I'm actually going to grab a baby wipe. My hands are looking rather inky from all my stamping here. Just wipe my hands off real good, even though they probably still look stained. Okay, so here we go. Card base, Whisper White 8.5 by 5.5. Go ahead and crease down the middle. My bone folder, and my first layer is a piece of Raspberry Ripple, and this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and this can just go right down. Oh, you'll notice that I did stitch around this with my sewing machine. I used a 1/4 inch stitch. If you don't have a sewing machine, you could just grab a white gel pen, which will give you a cute effect as well. Actually, there's also some great faux stitching kits out there, or stamping faux stitching that's really cute too. So this is kind of a tight border, so I'm going to go ahead and stand up so I get a better eye view. A bird's eye view to line this up good. There we go. And then my next layer is this specific point blue piece, which is 4 3/4 by 3.5. And then the white piece that we just embossed, which is 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. And we can go ahead and stick these two together. And again, I'm just going to grab my ATG gun tape to do that. Again, standing up for that bird's eye view. A lot easier than trying to guess while I'm sitting. And then this is just going to go on top of this other piece here, which I'm just going to go ahead and do since nothing is going underneath it. I'll put that piece on. Oops. Go. So we've got most of our layers together, and I've also got a piece of gumball green cardstock, and this is 3 by 3. And then let's pull out all our little pieces. We've got 3 pennants and our little hearts here. And then I've already punched out 2 Raspberry Ripple squares. On this one, I attached the little heart that we stamped, and I went ahead and ran my sewing machine down through it 3 times. It's not perfect, and I don't want it to be. I want it to be a little bit off. I think it's cuter that way than when it's perfect. And then on this other square, you'll see all these little tiny holes. Hopefully you can see that. All I did was take a Stampin' Up template. It's a paper piercing piece, and I just slipped it underneath and used my little paper piercer to poke the little holes in. Very simple and a quick fun effect. Gives you a little bit of texture on your cardstock. So to get 2 more little scallop squares, I'm going to grab my extra large Fisker's square scallop punch and punch 2 more squares. There we go. And then let's put this square together. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and use my Scotch quick dry adhesive to do this part. And I know this fits just about perfectly, so I'm not too worried about lining things up because it's going to be fairly simple to do. I'll just get our squares on first and then add our hearts on in just a second here. There we go. Oops. And then our last little square. I'm just having quite the day, aren't I, throwing stuff around. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and glue our hearts on, same way. Cute little blue chevron. As I keep dropping things, I should probably let you know I just had my left arm that has taken a had my splint off. I had a thumb splint on my left arm. I tore a ligament from the base of my thumb down to my wrist. So I've been in a thumb splint for just about a week and a half. And so my arm is just so weak, and so it's kind of causing me to drop things. So pardon me. I'll try to be a little more careful here. For my last little square, my last little heart, I'm actually going to pop dot that one up. Since that's the special one, the Be Mine, that's the one we want to stand out on our little square here. Slip that on. And then to kind of jazz this up a little bit, I thought I'd grab some little gemstones here. And I'm going to use my paper piercer to put those on. I found it's the fastest way when you're doing quite a few. We'll go ahead and get those on. Whoops. Having fun getting ready for Valentine's Day. I love making Valentine cards. Always love February. My husband and I are celebrating our 18th anniversary on Friday. I'm sorry, it's on Sunday, but we're leaving Friday to go out of town to Seaside for the weekend. I'm so excited. I can't remember the last time we went away together without our kids. I mean, it's been a while since I know we have. I just can't remember exactly how long ago it was, you know, because it's been so long. But it'll be fun. The kids get to go and stay with Grandma and Grandpa. So they'll get a little bit of a break, and we'll get a little bit of a break, and it's kind of a win-win situation, right? And it's always fun to go and hang out with Grandma and Grandpa. But I love Seaside, Oregon. It's my favorite. Cute little town, fun shopping, and the beach is absolutely gorgeous to walk on there, so I can't wait to go. Fun little respite. Okay, so let's do the pennant part. I'm actually going to come over here to, well, first let me lay this out. I want a little bit of a border, so I'm just going to kind of eyeball how much I want. And lay it out here. I'm thinking right about there. So I'm going to use this middle piece, just kind of anchor everything together so we end up centered. That looks about right to me. And then just to kind of hold things together here, I'm just going to grab a little bit of tape. Make sure we're even. And a little piece for the top part. You don't have to do this. You could just eyeball it, eyeball the top piece and eyeball the bottom piece on your own, but kind of makes me feel like things are a little bit more secure when I do it that way. And then we'll go ahead and put this together. So I'm actually going to slip right over here to the side. Actually, you can probably see it better if I do it over here. And we'll grab a little bit of glue for the middle part. Oops. And then we can eyeball here. There we go. Looks good to me. And then I know this is going to go in the center. All ready to tape down. Grab my ATG gun again. And then we can center this. We are almost finished. Last thing I want to do is actually add a brad. Which I set on my table and can't find, so let me pull a new one out. The brad that I'm using is coming from this Recollections pack. It's just the Michaels store brand. Sorry, I thought I'd already pulled one out, but if I did, I can't find it on the table. And it's just this little glitter one down here at the bottom. So let me grab my paper piercer, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball the center here and make a hole. There we go. Stick that down in the middle. Oops, I'm off screen. Sorry. Got my brad on. There we go, and that is pretty much it. A very, very simple Valentine card. Just mostly the steps are cutting things out. So anyhow, I hope you'll give it a try and have some fun making some really cute Valentines. Let me zoom in a little bit tighter so you can see a little closer up one more time. Anyhow, have a great day and have some fun crafting. Thanks for watching. Bye.